course, we want to turn now to Capitol Hill for reaction to the president's speech from the House Majority Leader, Republican Congressman Eric Cantor of Virginia. Sir, good morning to you.
Good morning, Erica.
There were clearly moments, as we were watching last night, that there were things the president said that Republicans reacted positively to. We saw some applause there. Is there anything that you heard last night from the president that you could get behind?
Sure, Erica. Look, the president gives a great speech, and last night was no exception. He talked about improving the future, and as a father of 3 teenagers, I certainly have that as my highest priority. The president and I are going to disagree on some things. I think I want to cut spending more than he does. I obviously disagree on the ways to improve health care in this country. But I did hear the president talk about some things that we can do to create jobs in this country, such as simplify the tax code, lower the corporate rate so we can get people back to work on these trade deals so we can create more jobs here at home. There are certainly some things we can work together on.
Which for a lot of Americans at home, as they see this renewed pledge to civility and bipartisanship, probably is good to hear from both sides there are things you can work together on. Of course, the major issue at this point is the deficit. And to seriously cut that deficit, entitlement reform, it seems, would really need to be on the table. We're talking about Social Security and Medicare, which count for about 40% of federal spending. Yet neither the president nor Paul Ryan addressed that directly. Is this a conversation that everyone is simply too afraid to have?
Well, Erica, I don't think so. I think perhaps last night the details of the entitlement situation we face were not brought up, but there's no secret that we have serious fiscal issues long-term in this country. The president has acknowledged that in a public way repeatedly, and I think most of us have. The issue really is the leader in the Senate was on the television not too long ago saying that there are no fiscal problems with the Social Security system. So I think we all need to sort of come to the recognition we do have a problem here and need to begin to approach that in a responsible way.
Is that something that you yourself and others in your party would push for, cuts in both Social Security and Medicare?
Well, what I think that we really need to do is we need to look at things that we can do right away to slash spending. I think American families understand we're spending way too much money, much more money than we have, and in order for us to restrain that habit here in Washington, we're going to have to force the budget down. And beyond that, long term, absolutely, we want to work together. Folks that are 55 and older, we've got to send the message we're not going to cut their benefits. For those 54 and younger, we need to have a serious discussion about what it is for their future that we can do to preserve the system, save Social Security and Medicare, but at the same time not allow this country to go bankrupt.
The first of many serious discussions to come. House Majority Leader Eric Cantor, sir, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you, Erica.